son.
What's up, guys? Steve here from Warriorplantedtanks, and today we talking about blackworms, how to get them ready and how to feed them. Sit tight, it's gonna be a good one. So let's talk about blackworms. I wanted to do a few videos starting out this new year, and I really want to focus on some husbandry and stuff that I really don't see a whole lot of that people might have questions about, stuff that I personally had to find out myself the hard way. But what we're talking about here is a blackworm, or you can sometimes call it the California blackworm. It's a Lumbriculus variegatus, and it's a worm just like an earthworm or a red worm, a wiggler. It's an annelid worm. You can look it up on the internet, and find out the taxonomy of the creature. But for these purposes, they're native to North America and Europe. They eat, microscopic organisms, detritus, so on and so forth. And the reason I still have them in the bag is because I'm actually going to go through the whole process of showing you guys how to take them out, rinse them, and prepare them to be fed. It is not my experience that it ever turns out good to just take these, open it, and dump them directly into your tank. So please don't do that. It's up to you if you want to, but my personal opinion, I would not, and I'll explain why. These worms are actually grown in bulk, and this bag is extremely cold. The water is very, very cold. But they're grown in some nasty stuff. I'm just going to cut to the skinny of it. They're freaking nasty. And there's all types of pathogens and gnarly stuff in the water that they come in and that they're housed in that you don't want. So it's just a good practice, keeping bio-integrity of all your systems and your critters, that you want to go ahead and rinse them before you put them into your tank. And something else that we're going to start doing this year is I'm going to get an counter, because I noticed from scrolling back through a few of my videos that I say the word and a lot. So if you guys want to click in the comments, and now that I've said it, now I'm cognizant of the fact that I said it, so now I'm going to count every time I say But go through some videos and leave in the comments how many times you can count me saying the word and I'm gonna go through them, and whoever can get the right number, I'll send you a t-shirt on me. Just shoot me your address and my email, and you got a t-shirt coming to you. I think that'll be a fun way to help me and everybody else speak better proper English. So let's go ahead and get started with this video, and I'm gonna show you guys how to get these guys prepared, and I'm gonna treat you guys to seeing some of them get eaten. Sit tight. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to go over what I use, and I've shown this in videos before. It's just a regular medicine syringe. I think this one's for 6 milliliters or whatever it says there. 9, 10, I'm sorry, it looks like a 6 through the camera, so 10, but just a regular syringe. And I take them apart, and I'll actually reuse these jars, the mason jars. Oh, that was one. Reuse the mason jars, and I like to use these because it's clear and it's cheap. They work good. So the first thing you want to do is assemble your syringe. Okay. And we're going to rinse these bad boys. Okay, so I've transferred the blackworms into the jar, and just look at that. Focus. That's pretty gnarly. Like I said, it is a regular annelid worm, and I'm actually going to pour some of this water out, see if I can get them to crawl. You know what? No pain, no gain. So that's what they look like. It's a worm. So what we want to do is we want to give these a rinse, and I'm going to show you how I do it. It's regular tap water in the tap, and I'm flushing it out so that it can cool off, because I was doing something earlier and I don't want to kill them, because that would defeat the purpose of watching them getting eaten alive. So my water's nice and cold. I'm going to turn it down so they don't get all over the place. And it's real simple. Just fill it up. I lost a few. And let it roll. It's that simple. Once you get it going, you just want to give it a good flush. Nothing too serious. Get rid of some of that excess water. And now they're ready for feeding. Now keep in mind, you want to leave some of the water in the actual container. So you got a way to suck them up and dispense them to your fish. That's the only reason. I mean, if you're just dumping them in, then you don't need as much water. But I have multiple tanks, and this is probably good enough for 2 tanks, possibly. So let's go ahead and get to feeding. So this is my 55 low no budget, my low tech 55. It's went through some changes, hacked a bunch of stuff, and it's winter and I've been dealing with stuff way more important than fish tanking. So it's gonna get a makeover here real soon. So you want to get your worms as such, put them into your syringe, and watch these guys. Just like that, they disappear before they even get a chance. Now, I've done dumps where I'll have them actually, you know, it really ticks off the fish store people, but I'll have them bag them separately so I can just do a rinse and a dump for each tank. And they'll actually crawl and hit the bottom. And go into the substrate. And I got a bunch of loaches and cories and stuff in here. You guys know pretty much what's in here. Nothing's really changed a whole lot as far as the livestock's concerned. And they'll go into the substrate and it's just extra food. And that's pretty much it. That's how you do it. So I'm going to close her up. So let's talk about where you can source these guys. So these I got at the local fish store, but you can actually cultivate a colony yourself. It's actually really cheap and really easy, and I'm all about cheap and easy. Purchase your worms, and you want to do 1 gallon is probably a good size container. You're going to need a air pump, some airline tubing, and water. Put the worms in the water, and actually what happens is when the bubbles are coming through your air hose, it's breaking the worms. So they, I don't want to say they reproduce, but they regenerate through separation. So as the bubbles are breaking up the worm segments, they regenerate and you get new worms, and that's pretty much how you establish a colony. You want to keep the water cold. So if you have a there's another one, there's 2. If you have a refrigerator, any kind of way really to keep it cold, I found that that's the best way. I actually had some colonies going, and I fed them all, and it's easier and faster to go to the store. Plus they stink. I'm just gonna be honest. But if it's something you want to look into doing, it's really easy to do. If you have any questions about it, leave a comment or shoot me an email and I'll walk you through it. It's really easy though. But that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, don't forget, we're starting the counter. So go check out some of my other videos and give me a count. Leave it in the leave it in the box, and I'll send you a t-shirt. So we're gonna do this counter. It's gonna be good. It's gonna work, and we're gonna have a good year this year tanking. This is Steve from Warrior Planted Tanks. Y'all be good. I'm out. So we're gonna keep this one short and sweet. We got the food here. So here we have the oh my God.